Hey YouTube, this is Dan, and I'm going to be doing a overview and I guess my evaluation review of the new Madcatz Tournament Edition 2, and for the Xbox One. And this stick is probably one of the best that I have ever tried. It's very sturdy, it's very well built, its parts are fantastic, and let's just go right to it. I'll camera, and we'll be taking a look at this guy. All right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold the camera. I'm using a webcam, so now the first thing is, as you can see, it's very well laid out. The stick, it's all Sanwa authentic parts, Sanwa buttons on the stick. The nice thing about the plexi, really nice. The artwork is actually really nice, and I'll get into all the little things in here a little later. But let's start off with up here. You got the Xbox home button, and then you've got the different buttons here. This right here is actually for lights, as you all should know by now. The buttons glow, the buttons light up, and so does this thing right here. I'll get to that in a bit. The buttons glow when it's on. When it's set to on, let's see. Oh, I can show you web camera. When it's on, the lights on, but when you put it on the haptic, supposedly the buttons they blink. They blink when rumble goes on, but I haven't had that happen yet. And then the button next to it is to lock the home button. So you know, if you're hitting the home button, you know, it's not going to affect. You're not going to get disqualified. The buttons, of course, like I said, buttons, joystick, or Sanwa. They press them, they feel really nice. They, of course, glow. They feel a little bit bigger, or maybe it's just the way that it's set. It feels slightly bigger than normal, but overall it feels just great. The stick is actually a very, I'd say, a very stiff Sanwa. I like it. It's not, well, not super stiff like a Famitsu, but it is a very good stick nonetheless. And and then of course you have the two buttons here, the start and home, the start and select button. Also some of the parts, and I like where they're located. It's not somewhere where you're gonna bump onto a table, because first off, this thing is hard to move. I mean, you gotta push. You got no accidental pushes here. You're not gonna accidentally push that. You're not actually accidentally going to hit that button on a table and get the DQ for replay. Now, let's go to this button here, which is just like that. The best part of this stick is right here. Yes, you can open it up, and you should already know. I guess you already know by now, but you can open it up, and you can, on the inside, it comes with this really handy-dandy Madcatz double-sided screw, a double-sided tool. It comes with a hex, and then the other side is a flathead, so that you could take out the ball top and replace the plexi, or replace the stick, and all that cool shit. And this end, you can, like I said, you can unscrew these spots here, the 6 of them, I believe, and you can replace the plexi. Yeah, there's 3 on both sides. 3 on both sides. 3 on both sides, 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top. So that'll be easy to take off the plexi. And the nice thing about it is that the artwork here is thin enough that you don't have to remove this artwork. You can actually place another one on top of it. You can actually replace another piece of artwork on top of it, and you won't have to remove the original artwork off of the stick. And I'll just back in here and close it up. And we're going to do a really quick look at it, and then we're just gonna we're gonna go into Killer Instinct, and I'm just gonna play around on the stick for a little bit. One thing I should mention too, while we're doing this whole thing, is that the USB cable is detachable. Let me go back again to. There we go. Let me go back to this. The USB cable is, you tighten it with this, and you can actually pull this. You can pull it out. I'm not going to pull it out, but it tightens via this thing here. This. Let me see if I can get a shot of it. Yeah, not very good of a shot. But you can, of course, remove. You can, of course, remove it and store it in the small compartment that's inside of the stick. And you get this fucker back into place. All right. Let's just go into something like practice mode. I'll just dig around a little bit. The buttons, like I said, they feel like they're a little bit more spaced out than normal, than your average. But again, it's not the Noir, or at least not the Noir layout. I believe it is. It feels like a different layout. And so it's very responsive stick. Very, very, very well built stick. It's, some people have been questioning whether or not it's worth the $200. I think with how well it's built, it makes that it is worth the $200, but it is only worth it if you want to spend that much money. Going the wrong thing. It's only worth it if you want to spend that much money on an Xbox One for Killer Instinct if you want to get this stick. Until, you know, people start dual modding this stick to make it for the PS4 and, you know, other consoles, it is only worth it if you're going to play on the Xbox One and you're going to play Killer Instinct. If you aren't, then, you know, obviously you're not going to buy this stick. But if you are, I would give this stick I would seriously consider you try and get your hands on this stick, because it is very limited, and they were out of stock until recently. Newegg shipped mine. I thought it wasn't going to even come until February. You know, it said February, whatever the fuck, February 21st or something is when they would have it in stock, and then they just magically said, "Hey, we're shipping your stick," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, cool." Let me move this sideways, and I'll do a side comparison since I have an original tournament edition and I have an 8-art. First one that I'll do is the Namco Tekken Hybrid stick that I have. The Namco TE, which is just a tournament edition. And shit, that's what I get for having a fucking stablemate. Let's see if I got this high enough. You can see they're about the same size. The TE is a little bit smaller. The button layout is the same, using the same sticks, same parts. You know, although, you know, that the Killer Instinct stick was made for moddability and all that good shit. So, just to give you a comparison to this, the TE is just slightly smaller than the TE2. So it is very big in comparison. So it's a very big stick. It's got weight to it. It will stay on your lap. That's for sure. Now, if you want the main stick that everyone should know that I use, which is my Fusion Sapphire. It is about the same size as a Fusion Sapphire. So, actually, I think Fusion might be a tad bit bigger. But, you know, same thing. I'm using Son1, a Korean stick on mine. Son1 buttons and a Korean stick. And, honestly, these two are probably the best built sticks that I've ever played on. Anyway, yes, that's what I have to say about this. It's a great stick for its price. It's a great stick to play Killer Instinct. And, you know, if you want to pick one up, I think Madcatz Newegg should have some in stock. I think they still have them in stock. Madcatz might have them in stock, I'm not sure. If not, I believe Markman has said that they're hoping to get some in February, sometime in February. And it is, I believe it's well worth the price. It's very moddable, it's very, it's very good for a next gen stick. I hope that somebody finds a way to dual mod this with the PS4, or they come out with the PS4 version of the stick, because I know that this is what I'll want to be playing on when Guilty Gear Xrd comes around. So, anyway guys, hope you like this. I give this stick 5 out of 5. It's a well done stick. It's got all the bells and whistles. It just needs somebody just needs to find out how to build mod it for PS4, and there we go. You have a stick for both consoles in the next gen. So not only is Killer Instinct the intro to what new fighters should be like for next gen, but the stick is also an intro for what future stick builders and future companies that will make next gen sticks should strive to achieve for. So anyway, I hope you guys liked the video, and look forward to seeing more Killer Instinct now that I can actually play the game. Spinal coming out tomorrow. So anyway guys, cheers.